Welcome again to our second live coding session for today, and we are going deep with declarative UI for different platforms, and the second session will be dedicated for Swift UI. And welcome Ilya, who is head of iOS department in East Ukraine. He's mobile evangelist and crypto enthusiast, and he will be doing this live coding session today. And I remind you all viewers that you should ask good questions, and the person who asks the best question for today will receive some prize. So Ilya, go ahead with your live coding session.
Nice. Hi, everyone. I would like to welcome you on this Swift UI coding session. And let me share my screen. Please let me know when you see my screen.
It is good. We can see it.
Yes, nice. Today I will use two IDEs. It's upcode and xcode. Mainly I'm coding in the upcode and doing some like project and UI stuff in the xcode. So I prepared the, I would say, basic template for our today's session. And as you could see, there is a lot of like to-do mentions. Some code already boilerplated inside of the application. But I would say in general, there is zero like actual UI code, only some components, only some logic, and let's begin. So as you could see by the structure of the like our repository, there will be a classes, some system preview content, and some resources. So from the resources point of view, there will be a database, there will be some fonts, some assets, some info list, and of course launch screen storyboard. I would say always required by the iOS. Database, it's a simple JSON based from the like Simpson episodes with like data you could see on the screen. Let's go on to the classes structure. So we will have some classes for the data representation, like some system delegates. I would say it's easy one, app delegate and scene delegate. And we will have some UI. From the data perspective, there will be a logic already, I would say, for the image loader, data manager, and episode model itself. For the UI, there will be components, flows, and helpers. From the helpers, it's extension to the system classes. From the component side, it's some like components we will use inside of our UI. And flows will be, I would say, actual with like user flows in app. So there will be two screens, the collection screen and the detail screen of the episode. And let's start with the collection. Basically, we created the collection view with some like to-do stuff, with integration to the data loading, as you could see on the screen. I would say it's nice that I adjusted the font to the like point size to the 18. And as you could see, nice functions that is fitting the like big MacBook screen of like the size of font 18. Yeah, load data using the data manager in the background. It's some load some JSON, it's parse some JSON, and like sort some models, and maybe like we will filter also some models, and creates a result object from the like actual models. And in the foreground, it updates our like UI. It's data and groups. Data, it's state, and groups, it's also the state. I will talk about them a little bit after. Also, like inside of the load data functions, there is a big group function. I will also talk about this a little bit after. So let's try to preview like our basic to-do screen with a simulator. And my MacBook going hard. I would say it's a dark mode. Let's switch to the default mode. The developer, dark appearance. I would say we will code today an application that will support both options, dark mode and like default one. And for default one, as you could see, there is only white screen and to do label. Let's move on. I would say if we have some load data functions, we should start to display something. And very easy, like I would say Swift UI is very strict from layout perspective. It sometimes it reminds me HTML like layout, and it's very nice. Like it has some basic items like vertical stack, horizontal stack, text, image, and like some modifiers. Also, there is a scroll view available now, also some list available, but for the Swift UI version 1, which we will use today, there is no such thing as a collection view. So we will, I would say, mock the collection view behavior, and we will use default scroll view. So let's start from some very basic scroll view. As you could see, there is a like UI scroll view and default scroll view from the Swift UI. And we declaring the scroll view just as it is now. It needs that, like it's highlighted now because we need some content inside of it. And if you like just put the empty view, yeah, it stops the highlight and correctly parse it now. And I would say let's start with the scroll views with some text. And like just make a lot of the text inside of the scroll view, just to try to how it scrolls. This should be something quick enough. Yeah, and it's your compilation failed. Yeah, because like to put some items inside of the scroll view, we need to like once again declare them as a vertical stack. So scroll view content will be a vertical stack. I would say it's too much. Looks like it's too much items for the scroll view. Let's limit it as 9. Because Swift UI version 1 is kind of a bit raw, I would say. But from the production perspective, it currently covers like 2 latest operation system, and that means that it's a production. Yeah, as we could see, we like have some items of the text in the vertical, and it's scrollable. Yeah, so I would say it's working and nice. Regarding the version like of iOS is supported by the Swift UI, it supports latest 2, so it means that now it could be used in production because by default the production versions is the latest 2. So this means that the Swift UI version 1 already can be integrated with some like big enterprise applications which is using UIKit, and I would say it have a lot of benefits regarding the UIKit, and most of them it's reusability, and it's much less count of lines of code is like versus the UIKit. So we created the basic stack, vertical stack with a scroll view with some like items, and let's start try to display some data we have inside of the like data, and we'll be displaying some groups after. So let's start from the typical text, and like to make a loop, inside of your scroll view, you need to create a for each loop. It's also a function closure, I would say, self data. And inside of the data, we have the array with episodes. Yeah, currently Swift UI does not support optionals inside of its particular body, so we need to create some private function. I would say, let's call it the table or list view. It will return some view or any view. I would say let's start with the sum view, and then I will say why it should be like any view instead of the sum view. We will put the scroll view inside. We will put the list view. We will put the return here, return statement. And we will put also the guard let statement, guard let episodes or episodes model self data episodes. Else return empty view. Let's start from empty view on the loading state. Yeah, and now we actually starting to understand why we need an any view. Because while we returning the any view, while we returning the sum view from the function, it means that type sum view should be some direct type, for example, like collection view or some other like direct type, refined. But now for let's keep it, and for each we could place the episodes model, and we could like mention that the model episodes model dot episodes. Something like that. Yeah, inside of model in our closure, we will have a text, and we will have a model title. Yeah, wrong one else here. Like I use a lot of the hotkeys. Like the default one, it's Alt arrow left right, just to like jump with my caret in a fast way. Also, I use like some multi-carets functions when you press the Alt and you create a lot of the carets, and like you're interacting with the caret. And also, like, I use the default one, contour arrow. By the contour arrow, you hopping from the one part of line to the second part of line, as you could see now. Yeah, let's continue to improve our list view. Yeah, now I would say we are returning some view. Let's try to compile it, and I would say we will fail. Because as I said, it should be a package type, like so. We using the helper called toAnyView. So it's actually the extension of view, which returns an any view, and for the scroll view, it's also toAnyView. And now we can still save here some view, or we could put the any view. For now, you could see like just let's go to the any view, and for now it's just default extension of the function, which wraps self inside of the any view. And let's try to compile once again. Yes, you could see everything highlighted, and we successfully compiled our Swift UI code. And let's see how it works with the list of the, I would say, default scroll labels of the episodes. Yeah, I would say nice, very nice, guys. Firstly, create the list of episodes. As you could see, for the like very basic use, it's a text. We are loading the whole database from the file. It's something like 600 JSON objects. And like we see no login here, and like first rendering was something like half of a second, I would say. Yeah, but let's stop and proceed. Yeah, for now it's not the list view, it's a state view. Because we have like a state while episodes is loaded and like episodes is not loaded, we could decouple, I would say, one more private fund for the list view. It will take some episodes model as an argument of type this instance episode model type. It will return like some view or any view, like as I said before, because for us it's not much difference. We just copy and pasting episodes model. Yeah, we're using the argument, and now we returning the list view with episodes model and episodes model. Yeah, not list view. As you could see, like with the alt arrows, it's very fast. I would say coding is nice and fast. Let's try to recompile. We don't need to put the return here because like new Swift version, as I remember, Swift 5, like is just understands the first type as a return, and it enables us to create the like this fancy Swift UI interfaces without the return functions, because like every this closure, it's a like parameters of a function. So for us, this stack, for example, let's see, we have some alignment, spacing, and we have a content closure that we are like passing to the our object. Let's go to collection item view, not the item view, but the collection view. Yeah, for now it works as worked. It's fine, nice. And now we will, I would say, as we could see, the text could be decoupled to the like collection item view, but let's proceed. Next, yeah, I said that I will tell a little bit about the group function. As you could see on the screen, group function is a function which picks an array of the episodes, like episode. Yeah, let's go on to check what is the actual episode and what is inside. Episode is default identifiable, codable, and hashable object. Codable means that it will be parsed from the JSON. Identifiable means that it will be used inside of the for each cycle, because for each like function needs that the object of array conforms to identifiable. What we have now, ID, some image URL, rating, votes, number and season, original year, production code, season title, US viewers in millions, video URL, and counts of view. Some date we don't need, I would say, just a getter to be like more in the date objects, not the string one. And image URL as a getter, like URL creator of the image URL. Regarding the coding keys, we see here that like for the property name, for example, image URL string, which is image URL string declared here, we will see just default image URL, and we will open the JSON instance episode JSON. Yeah, and we could see that it's the image URL is mentioned inside of the codable keys. If you're not working with the codable, it's a nice way to implement like a JSON parsing from the Apple. So it's not a third party, and I would say this code uses 0 third parties. So everything from the file loading, data processing, some I would say data serializing is provided by the Apple SDK and iOS SDK. Yeah, and we have some extension with empty object and the sample object. I will also talk a little bit after. So group function creates actually groups. It creates an array of arrays, and like in array of arrays, we will see groups of the object grouped by the count in group parameter, and for now it's count in group, it's 2. And if you will print the output of this function, we will have the array, and each array will have like 2 items or like 1 item, but like no arrays with 0 items because the last graph filtered out. And let's try use this data source to power our current UI. So we will use not the like episodes model. We will use the array of the episode. So episode and episodes, please be aware, S and no S. Yeah, it will be just episodes. Yeah, now we need to power this with episodes. Episodes group. Yeah, let's say it should be something like episodes group. Episodes group, and here we not using the data but using the groups. Yeah, and for now it should be fine. Yeah, now we could see that there is no episodes, but the episodes group itself, and we could use the like for each it will be a 2 for each, because firstly we need to iterate by the arrays. Yeah, it's something array of array. Yeah. So firstly we need to iterate by the first array, and secondly we need to iterate by the second array of the like group. So now here it's a group, and we iterate by the group, and it will be item of the group, and let's model by item should contain title for each group. I would say it should work now. And now we will have like paired display. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like mocking a collection behavior. Yeah, now we have like a bunch of errors. Yeah, it should be range. It should be range. It should be item has no title. Yeah, we need to put something like id.self, as I remember. And yeah, by the id.self, we mentioned that we are iterating. No. Maybe something like this one. We are iterating by the arrays, and we are identifying the objects as a pointer to this actual like array. Now it should work. Yeah, nice. I would say it's a hard one to understand how is actually identifiable working inside of the for loop. And yeah, read some more about that in the internet. Yeah, we see paired groups, but it's not the V stack, because like V stack, we need to put the H stack. Not inside of this, but inside of this. So it means that like we will lay out the group vertically or horizontally, not the vertically. It was grouped by, but vertically, and we just not recognize it. It is actually grouped. Yeah, and as you could see, like we have some like 2 items inside of the like our H stack, like the changing of the guardian, the winner of his consent, the girl code, princess guide. It's all the names of the episodes sorted by the EMDB ranking. I would say not to use like a lot of code inside of the list view. We should decouple this one. We should decouple this one to the collection item view. view. Let's just put this as it is. Let's go to the collection item view. Yeah, we see a to do here. We will put some code here, and we need to power this with a group. Yeah, for now I'm cheating with IDEA feature like revert. So I see here that something is changed and removed. Actually, here like blue means that it's changed. Yellow means that it's kind of removed mostly. And when I'm click, I could see the history and apply the history. And one click with a revert or copy or something like that. Yeah, so we will have an array of the episodes, means group, and episode title. Yeah, now we need to declare something inside of the preview episodes. And just let's declare with the two samples. That's why we actually need a sample and sampleable protocol, which is not in place here, but used by a lot of the SwiftUI projects. Like we just have a sample object just to power our like previews. I would say meantime, if you want to hear some more regarding the like SwiftUI enterprise architecture, there is a video from me about the SwiftUI enterprise architecture. Just Google on YouTube. It should be also available in this channel. It's mobile community POM, mobile people talks, I would say, something like that. Yeah, we see episodes, group, and yeah, let's result reference. And let's try once again. We should have same UI. We already have our like from the our very basics in my comments. So we will speed up. Yeah, as we could see, we have the same UI. Now let's power some very basic navigation for the like detail view. Yeah, so for the detail view and detail item, we also have a lot of to-dos. In the scene delegate, we are adding some navigation view. Navigation view, we're wrapping the navigation view inside of the collection view. As you could see, we could just like rightly embed any of the SwiftUI declarations inside of the like your default functions. So it's like very easy and very nice. Instead of like having the XML SIP, instead of having some coders architecture, like an environment, which is like very outdated for now. And by this SwiftUI, just like navigation view, collection view, some modifiers, we need a corner radius, we need a scale factor, and that's it, I would say. Like while we creating the navigation view for the collection view, we also need to mention for the scroll view or for the whole state view, we need to mention that we will have something like navigation bar title, something like, let's call it the list of episodes. And by compiling it, we will see the basic navigation. Like I would say, there is also a lot of some hidden rocks inside of the SwiftUI, and when we use the like navigation, by default, it's not the stack navigation style, and we could see the new navigation bar name. Yeah, like animating, nice and fancy. And to power the like navigation from the one screen to the other, we need to put the button here or inside of the collection item view. But firstly, let's try to put the navigation link. So navigation link should be declared inside of the like body of your function or body of your view. There is a destination. There is active flag, which is a state. And for now, I would say we just like copy this some states here. Yeah, as I said, like just roll back and it's placed. And we will use the programming navigation approach We'll put the effective here. Just to not display the navigation link, we put in the empty view here. And we put the destination with a detail view. So we need to create a view where to navigate. The detail view will be some default text. Let's go once again to the collection view. I would say all this sample will be available on the GitHub. And I would say we could see whole the code and analyze what I actually live coded here. And if you will compile this example, we will see nothing. We will see no items, empty view is no item, but navigation link will be established. And for now to navigate, let's put some button here, for example, button action. We could wrap any view inside of the button just by doing this code. So we added the button, we wrapped the collection item view inside of the button, we added some action. There could be a callback right inside of the Swift UI, but I like self item clicked. I prefer episode item clicked. I prefer just to put the like private function callbacks here and episode and an episode model just to like power our navigation with the argument here, and we will put the very basic, and it will be not the group. Yeah, but let's proceed with this one for now. Just clicked and just a placeholder. So we're not an actual closure, but the function, and we just say is navigating details true, or not true, but the toggle, which is nice function for the using bool. Yeah, my Mac is a little dying. And by this toggle, we will see a nice navigation to the detail view. We need also to place some navigation bars there. I would say it will be great. Not the just the to do, but the navigation bar detail episode or episode details. Let's try how the navigation works and how is the UI changing. Yeah, as we can see, all the text highlighted with a tint color. Tint color is a blue, system blue. And let's try to use the town, for example. Yeah, and we could see nice screen, nice navigation to the episode details and back, I would say, and default gesture with a swipe, which is not actually working in the simulator for me now. And let's proceed. For the like episode model, we've powered all the details we have, and let's just like make some details from the model. As you could see, like there is a lot of the code I've placed for the model, and let's start with from the onAppear function. It's easy one. I will we're a bit out of time, so I will just place like my not the old. For some reason I like copied all stuff. I don't know why. This is not my default font size. Sorry for that. I am coding with a default minlaw 12, and this is 18. And for now, it says something is wrong with your like dashes, with your branches. I'm not sure about this. Should be nice. Yeah, we don't have an items. Let's like roll back the states for the episode. Private one is like will not be used inside of the constructor, but like the public one state will be used inside of the constructor, and now it says please put some episode here, episode here, and we just put the sample for the preview. I won't show the preview on this session, I would say, because it's working inside of the Xcode, and now it should say something like, while we are using the detail view, please some episode here also, episode, and now it will be just also sample. We have some items. Items, it's a model for the default like title and value. And we will have some items. And like for now, just let's have the stack of for each item in closure and text item. Yeah, but item is not just a text, item title and item value. Let's put a spacer between them with min length, something like I use the default spacing. Yeah, default spacing, it's also an extension to the seizure float. And now we will have like new details. Let's try to compile this one. Now we will see the hard-coded sample here, not the like real episode, because our navigation is not powered by the real episode. And now we will be rollbacking more code and reviewing it. Yeah, we still have some episodes. And for episodes details, for some reason it's empty. I don't see any items inside of this stack. We need a spacer because it's 0. It's like tries to extend as a min length. This should be also H stack because we are placing horizontally, items horizontally. There is, I would say, interesting things with like navigation when you are not using the stack style of the navigation. Let's just come back to the scene delegate. Let's check up once again while it will load. Yeah, and still empty. Yeah, we need to put some navigation, nice navigation code here. Yeah, we'll just roll back. So inside of the navigation, I would say this is all the CPI functions. As I say, nice inside the like code of the scene of the default Swift. Let's remove here navigation here. Let's try to compile once again. So as I said, now we are using the stack navigation view style for the navigation style. And also we're saying that we will ignore the button safe area edges. And that means this one, bottom one. Yeah, and still no content here. That's interesting. Now we are just power the episode with a sample episode. And this should work. I remember. Like we have one appear function, but it's not working as it should be on the, for example, some nice UI kit work. So on appear, we need to like mention it to perform a closure on appear. So we're not creating the items, we're not displaying anything. Let's compile once again. Live debugging, I would say, not the live coding. Yeah, and now we see a nice VStack. It's not a scroll, it's a nice VStack identifier of the sample up. Let's roll back some UI code here. We just like roll back everything. And for now, yeah, we just pick the rollback. Boom. Big code and big one appear code. Roll back here. Yeah, we're not using the empty, we are using the sample. We could see that we added the async image component here with some frame. We added some corner radius, like, and etc. etc. Let's try our details once again. We also added modifier as a Simpsons font, which is actually extension of view, which is using the font function, which is using the like static let font. Argument persist takes no arguments. Item, something font. It should be nice. Item. No, why not? Just a second. We could show history and like see that nothing changes compared with the latest repository version. Only one thing changed, and I don't know why it's not compiled now. Debugging in Swift. I remember detail item you will not like roll it back. So we could see the nice identified minimum scale factor spacer as it was for the item view, and also nice thing to mention that we apply the Simpsons font to the like highest level of the hierarchy, and it will be applied automatically to the one text and to the another text, and like on the all nested functions, and also the same for the foreground color. Compile once again, it should work. Yeah, and for now, detail should look fancy and nice. Let's check it out. Yeah, we could see that like image loaded asynchronously with some identifier, video URLs, and something else. Yeah, and let's go on. Let's speed up. So for now, we have like collection view and episode. So episode item, it's actually the like one small episode view. So collection view, like mimicking the collection. Collection item view, it's actually a row of the table, which like showing the array, I would say, of elements. And episode item view, it's actually like the final, like most refined item we will show. Let's start with it one. Roll back some code. A lot of the these tags and age tags, I would say you will love them. Swift UI is very nice. Like there is two different approaches, like making the UI. One is for making the spacers inside of the age tags and this text, and the second approach is making the padding. Yeah, we could see here a nice modifier from the Swift UI, something like multi-line text alignment, Simpson font, some scale factor, some foreground color. We putting on the background, we are putting some view, which is also around the rectangle. With also like some modifiers, foreground color, shadow, and something else. And we could like preview the episode inside of the Xcode. Episode item view. Yeah, let's pick a resume. Yeah, and it's not a to-do now for some reason. It should work more correct, I would say. Let's kill the Xcode and try once again. File open project in Xcode. One more resume. Yeah, I would say your project should be compilable, and we could see some like very small item for now. It's a title, it's an image, it's a like background, and it's a shadow. For the like collection item view, we also will roll back some logic. This is the callback for the like button clicking. So I would say you just put this here. Yeah, we putting the button inside of all of the episode, and I would say it's nice, as I said, it's nice to reuse. We just like putting the any view inside of the button, and it instantly becomes button. We just like putting the any view inside of the some other view body, and we like instantly integrate it. And that's why the SwiftUI is very good, very robust, and I would say etc. And let's roll back some code for the collection view. We also could preview to understand what is the result. Let's open the Xcode. Yeah, for now we could see one item here. It's episode, and for the collection item view, it will be a array of the episodes, and for the preview, it's an array of the 2 episodes. Yeah, we could see sample 1, sample 2. Nice one. And let's like robustly go into the collection view. For the collection view, we'll have like a lot of code to roll back. At least here we need to power our navigation with selected episode. Yeah. Now we will have not the state view function, but the state view. Here we could just like roll back some code. Just let's also roll back some code. Yeah, a lot of code here. We are just like removing this list view. Yeah, and this should be it, I would say. Removing the comments. Nice and easy. Removing the unneeded comments. Like rearranging our with the hotkeys. Also, everything is done on a code with the hotkeys. We could see like a state view. Inside of the state view, we could see that like we are showing the collection view if available. We have available episodes groups, and if we don't have available episodes groups, we are showing the loading view. So that means that like every UI is powered by the state, and state is now is groups. It's optional object. So first time when we like see the loading, it will be load as new, and it will show the loading view. After the object will be changed, it will show the actual view. And let's go in and check our nice simulator. Yeah, we have episodes lists. We have some loading indicator gathering family here. Let's say getting some data and rendering this full big list of the 600 of episodes. Yeah, and we could see nice views, nice groups, and like nice corner radius for the images, nice like shadows and everything. I would say it's lagging. Now I'm trying to scroll and it's lagging because it's 600 of elements there with asynchronously loading the image. It's something that should be optimized. I would say for my enterprise experience, we used the rendering of the 5,000 of items in, and it consumed something like 5 seconds. It's not a production ready solution. But in the SwiftUI version 2, there is a lazy H stack and lazy V stack that is like working much more robust, and it's configurable to like and production ready. And let's open the detail. And I would say we see the nice fashioned detail of the with navigation, with episodes list, with like asynchronous images loading, with all 600 of episodes. While the, I would say, images loaded, it's not so laggy. And it's, I would say, very nice. We have 7 minutes left. Like meantime, I'm showing the switching to the dark mode. Will you have any questions? Roman, do we have any questions in the chat?
We don't have any questions in the chat. Thank you so much, Ilya, for your great presentation, for your great live coding session. If current viewers, if you have any questions right now, it's probably the time to ask those questions. If not, I'll just say thank you to you, Ilya, and it was really great to see this 50A live coding session.
Yeah, let's say a couple of words from my side. We switched it to the dark mode, and like we could see that all UI adopted to the dark mode. Nice black background, like nice gray, nice some gray loaders. And let's try to go to some details. Just as I said, it's lagging too much while loading a lot of images. Yeah, one loader is here, but it's not so visible. It's something to work on. Yeah, text like now white, background now black, image is loaded and it's working correct. And just like one note to say here, to use the system style, like we have some system colors, and it's a helper with the system colors we need for the like automatically switching to the dark mode. The most important one is the gray, system grays, and like shadows of grays, and some labels, secondary, ternary, and quarterly. We could see that by the label, I would say I'm just clicking the control item and I will see that the fast usages of the label. As you could see, like we're using a lot of the foreground color by the type label, and label is a default like UI kit color of type label. So this means we are still using the system palette for the powering the dark mode, and I would say only not nice things that we need to like manually bridge all these colors to the color from the UI kit infrastructure. Yeah, and I would say this should be from my side.
Thank you so much, Ilya. We still don't have any questions. Only one person in YouTube chat saying thank you for the presentation. And I would say thank you for your live coding session to you too. Thank you so much for joining this session. Stay on this Hopin booth and we're going to join the next session pretty soon. Thank you so much, Ilya, and have a great rest of your day. And who are staying here, we'll see you soon.
Thank you, everyone. I also want to mention that I will put the link to the GitHub in the chat and something like to the video description. Video description will be later, but the Hopin chat will be like much earlier. Thank you, everyone, and see you.
Thanks.